don't know what it looks like, but that's where we've been. Here we are. It's I don't know, like the 4th or 5th of August, and we still have snow on the road. So, and it's a little chilly. I mean, it's not cold, but it's cooling down. There's a storm starting to come through. We just might get rained on tonight. This is the dry saddle. It's at about 8,000 feet. There's some ATV riders coming by. But you can see kind of down in the valley down here, there's not much for water. So yeah, I'd say that's a dry saddle. Huh. You can see the storms in the distance. There's a lot of thunder and lightning going on over there, so I think we might be running into that. It's pretty country. Okay, the situation has changed just a little bit. It's hailing and raining on us pretty good. And so looks like we're going to be setting up camp in the dark and in the rain. And that always sucks. So, anyway, but we're still headed east into Montana. Now the light color here on the ground is hail, starting to get a little slippery. You can see the little river kind of coming down the road. Water turns on and turns off pretty hard. We're hoping that we might get out of this storm. We're about to the top of this ridge line, and we're going to cut over a saddle. And hopefully we'll cut out of this storm too, but I guess time will only tell. Well, we just dropped through the saddle, and it appears this other basin is just as plugged up and mucky as the last one. I don't know if you can hear the thunder and lightning, or the thunder, see the lightning, but it's quite active right now. So hopefully if we just keep going east, we'll either outrun this storm or let it go over us. I'm not sure which way it's going. But it's all part of the adventure. Well, it's not raining as hard now, and we don't have the hail. I still feel for poor Jack. He doesn't have the doors on his Jeep, and so he's probably soaking wet in there right now. It was really coming down pretty hard. So we'll see what's going to happen. We might be able to get out of this rainstorm before we have to set up camp. Well, this is kind of interesting. This is quite a scree pile here, where it's come down the mountain. And this is what happens when you have these big burns, and then you have a lot of water. It just washes everything out and starts washing the scree down the hill, the big rocks. So, okay. Yeah, it's all fun. Well, we've run into a couple of down trees. We've had to cut one. Jack's trying to push these out of the way here. I suspect we'll have to cut these too. We'll see what we end up with here. I don't know. He's having some luck with this. He's got a push bumper, so he can do a little more, but I don't want it to come up on his hood. We'll see what happens. I bet we're going to have to cut him. Well, here we are. We're on a river somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but we found a place to camp. We put up some shelters so we could get the tents under them, stay dry. It's just sprinkling right now, but we're in under a bunch of trees, so that's going to help us out. Jack's working on a fire, We got both the tents set up. We have beer out. When it stops raining tomorrow, we're going to go fishing in the river. We'll see if there's any fish in there. So anyway, this is the end of day 1.